Hello, my name is Erik Svane, and I am back here to explain the 2000 election to Jixi Juni, who is right here. I'm a blogger on Nupasaran, and I am also a writer of books, including one on anti-Americanism in France and Europe. Now, we keep hearing that the 2008 election is tarred by racism, and that people who are opposed to Barack Obama do so because of their racist views. Well, I would like to know exactly how we can find out that it's racist. I suppose if Barack Obama loses the 2008 election, does that mean that America is racist? What if Barack Obama wins the election by 80% of the electorate, which is a landslide in from any standard? Does that mean that 20% of Americans are racist? In other words, must Barack Obama win 98% of the election of the votes in the election to show that America is not racist? What gives? Let's imagine that Barack Obama wins 55% of the election. Does that mean that 45% of Americans are racist? Or what if he just wins 50.01% of the votes in the election? Does that mean that America is still racist? And what about in 2012? What if Barack Obama wins a landslide in 2008, but wins only by a small margin of victory in 2012? Does that mean that that racism has reared its ugly head again? When you talk about racism, you can say anything and you can prove anything. How about if in 2008 we have a rerun of the 2000 scenario where there was a recount of the votes? What if John McCain, for reasons good or ill, we don't know, asks for a recount? Does that mean that America is racist? And think of this: what if it goes the other way around? John McCain wins and Barack Obama asks for a recount. Can you imagine the screams, and the people will be crying bloody murder because Barack Obama did not win? Let's imagine something else. What if Americans are supposed to be racist because they haven't elected a black president yet, in spite of black superstars in the sports world, black movie stars in the film world, black mayors, black governors, black senators, etc. Okay. What must we do in the future? One American out of 7 is black. Must every 7th president be elected, must he be black? Must we wake up for the past by having the next 8 or 9 presidents, whether they're Democrats or Republicans, they must all be black to make up for the past? So what all this boils down to is that people who cry racism, like people who cry fascism, are all only engaged in name-calling, and they're doing so to shut up the other party and to emerge, and for themselves to emerge as heroic people who are fighting against this scourge of whatever it is, whether it's racism or fascism. In other words, it's to shut the other opponent up. Now, if I vote for somebody, it'll be not because of the color of his skin or against somebody, but because of the color of his politics. If I vote against Obama, that does not mean that I will not vote against Thomas Sowell, or against Walter Williams, or against Michael Steele, or against dozens and dozens of other black American conservatives whose politics and whose thoughts I do agree with.